As you shall see in this video, there are things you must have on the farm. And those things will include the road to your farm. I will explain why. They will include the gate, the brooder house, the changing room. You must have a chicken house, or maybe a chicken, you can call it chicken coop. You must have a store. You must have an office. You must have a kitchen for your staff. You must have, most of all, you must have a toilet. If you don't have a toilet on your farm, what will happen? So stick around. We shall show you everything. At this Kataps, once again, we shall share with you one by one. Short break, shall be right back. Every single day, either WhatsApp or my phone call, I receive a phone call, somebody asking me how I want to start a poultry farm. Maybe they have some money, they want to start a poultry farm. They ask, how much do I need to start a poultry farm? What do I need? Where can I get the chicks? Where can I get the drinkers? Where can I get the feeders? What do I need in general? What do I need? What is needed to keep a poultry farm healthy, growing, and then sustainable? What do you need? You can't start a poultry farm without a path to your area. Let us say you already have land somewhere. You have land. If your land doesn't have a path to bring the feeds inside, you cannot have a farm there. So you must have a path, a road. That road should end on your gate. Whether it is a feeder road, or the small road, the small path should end on your gate. Because if it is impossible, when the rain is come, especially rainy season, you know Uganda has many seasons, that about 3 seasons of rain, you may end up struggling with feeds. You should have a source of heat or light. If this is electricity, that's very good, or solar. But the electricity saves a lot of charcoal because we don't want to conserve our environment. So if the electricity is there, you may use these hot bulbs, and those bulbs are really good to save you from a lot of money. We need to have a brooder. A brooder is that room which is separated from other rooms. That room saves you from getting a lot of coldness in the house. The brooder should be cleaner than the biggest house because it should have less aeration, less ventilation, brings in less air because we believe that it should be at least 30 degrees Celsius when the chicks are young. So you should be able to cover it. And that brooder house is always confused with the bigger house. And you can maybe keep increasing the house. No, there's that house you should have first week. So you should have a brooder house for your farm. You cannot have a farm just like that without having a plan, without having anything in your mind of how your farm will look like. The poultry farm should have a fence. Can be a perimeter wall, can be a chain link. All those things help majorly on chasing away the pests, chasing away the rodents, the thieves, and majorly the biosecurity. If the entrance is just one, look at this one. Our entrance is only one. It means when somebody comes from outside like this, let's say I'm coming from outside, I enter. There is this basin here, which I must place my feet in here. And that is what we call a foot bath. You may not have a standard foot bath. And I always say that these videos are meant for starter farmers who are starting. Don't be misled as misled. You enter, put a basin, and you can put in your foot. As soon as you enter, there is always either on your left or on your right. On my left here, there is this small house. This acts as a changing room. You can change your clothing from here. So when you come from outside, whatever you're dressed in, you change from here. Then you move on now you move into the farm. Now, what's something that you must understand, that if you're opening up a farm, there are things, as I say, we must have. Now that you have a fence, you have one entrance, you have a dressing room, you have biosecurity, which is the foot bath. You must have a preserved office. It can be an office, It can be your own personal farmhouse, but that one should act as your office. Such a farmhouse should be able to help you to gather information, you rest, you plan for the farm, you plan for the future of the farm. Now, and on the farm, you should have enough compound. Let's say the farm is maybe 50 by 100 plot, or maybe 100 by 100 plot. You should have at least a farm enough compound whereby as you enter the feeds in the farm, maybe the vehicle is able to turn and you're able to spray the vehicle. If you have the maize bland that is not dry well, you should be able to dry it. As you see here, for us to have the maize, our maize is still drying. So we dry it from here. And of course, you should not have the maize or maize bland dried from the ground, down in the ground. No. You must have this tapling, which they call the tundubare. So, as I say, you should have a feed store. When this one gets out of from the outside, it should be having a place to be kept. That is the store. And the store should be at least a small distance, maybe 10 meters from the structure of the poultry unit. It will be about 10 meters from the poultry unit. Now, if you will have that store, it means it's keeping the feeds. So you should have feeds ready, or the money to have on your farm. Now, the biggest and the major part of it should have a poultry unit, a poultry structure. That structure can be small, can be big, but as I always say, the structure for layer birds, each 6 birds should have 1 square meter. 6 birds per round, maximum 8 birds per square meter. And this is scientifically proven. If you put too many birds in the structure, they end up having this egg eating, they have the cannibalism, then they end up having prolapse, they peck each other. If the birds are many, there is always that smell, the ammonia grows, and if they are too few, they also eat eggs, they overexercise, they have cannibalism, so the space is standard. Let us say, for 500 birds, you should have at least 12 meters by 18 meters. That's about 25 feet by around 36 feet or 35. And that is a very big space. Because we consider that this structure should have the feeders, should have the drinkers, the laying boxes, and of course in the corner somewhere, the place for the brooder birds. If they start brooding and they cannot lay, place them in the corner. And if the birds are sick, you should have a sick bay, place it in the corner so that they're isolated. There is that chance for a sick bay, a chance for the brooder birds, all that. So the farm should have those very structures, those very components if to be made a farm. And you cannot forget that there is a house for the workers. The house for the workers majorly should be outside the fence. So that when they enter, that's by security minimization. They enter from the fence, one side, the very early morning and very late in the night. They go and sleep. When they come back, they are ready to work. They change their dressing and they are ready to work. Now, I didn't show you down here, but we have a toilet there. So you should have a toilet on the farm. There are some people who just pretend to have farms, but if you have no toilet, you have no farm. The farm workers should be inside the whole day. In fact, there should be a kitchen. If you don't have a kitchen, then they should be having at least a kind of call it a stove. As you see, for me here, I have the biogas plant. And that plant gives us the gas to cook. And means my workers can have the food cooked inside the farm. There is a toilet there. They should be able to use themselves inside the farm. There should be a bathroom inside the farm. So when a worker enters the farm, should be there the whole day. Should not get out of the farm anyhow, anytime. When the worker comes inside the farm, should be there, cook, rest, bathe, and go back in the evening. So have a place that you consider a place for washing your utensils. These utensils are under washing now. The utensils we have are majorly the drinkers, like this one, the feeders, like this one. Of course, there are other big feeders. I'll show you the metallic feeders. That place is gazetted for washing the utensils. You don't wash them from anywhere. And you see they are near the tap. This tap is measured specifically for the farm use. It is not a public tap. It is a tap for the farm. See, this is really the tap that is meant for the poultry house or for the poultry farm. Now, if you're starting a farm, if you are new in the farm life, this is Kataps. I'm here to guide you. We teach each other. We teach you how we started. Then we teach you how to survive, different from how we survived. We didn't learn anything. If it's your first time here, please subscribe. Because there are many more videos coming every week. And if you have been here, share this link, this video to other people who may want to see it, want to learn, so that they don't have that messy life as I did in the beginning. So till we meet again next time. Bye-bye.